I'm going to run through how we conduct competitor analysis at Saturn Media. We see a lot of people who lean on tools such as SpyFu, Ahrefs, SEMrush, and whilst they do have their place and they are pretty useful, when it comes to actually understanding the messaging that your competitors are putting out, we don't think that they're the best tools on the market for that. The way that we actually do it is leverage what's at your disposal within Google itself. And what that is Google Ads Transparency Center. So my name's Ciaran. I run Saturn Media. We're a Google Ads agency that focuses on working with AI companies and tech companies, both in the B2B and B2C space. So we're very well versed with how to run these sorts of things. So yeah, today what I'm going to run through is just a pretty generic example of how you as a founder or you as somebody who's a marketer can run competitor analysis on your competition in Google Ads. So we'll start off with something pretty generic here, something that I know is going to have a ton of volume and a ton of competitors out there to take a look at. So first step is you want to actually understand what's your product, right? So you're going to type in your core keyword. So let's say you're doing this and your ClickUp, for example. So you'll type in project manager software, for example, and then you can see here straight away, you can see Monday. So before we even get into the Ads Transparency Center, you'll be able to see what headlines and descriptions they're running. And from this, you can actually dissect what keywords they're targeting. So you can see here, so they've got project manager software, pretty straightforward to understand, right? Once you sort of understand the initial targeting from here, this only gives a little snippet, and this is only one ad. You can get a good understanding of what headlines they're putting out and their descriptions and their USPs and such. So like no code automations, optimize the way you run projects with integrations and things like that. This is all really useful information that our team would take away and put this into a bank for when we come to do copywriting. When you want to dive a little bit deeper, what you want to do is click on these three little dots here. Again, this is quite commonly known, this tool, but I want to speak to the founders here and the people who are sort of struggling with the tools or paying out their ass for subscriptions that don't necessarily work when you don't need to. And the best way is manual. So as you go through this, so I've clicked on the three dots. What you can see is that I'm based in the UK. So this is showing me all ads that are being served in the UK. You've also got here where you can see any duration. So what we like to do is we're not really interested in what they were running in May 2018. That's not of interest to us at this moment in time. So what we'll do is usually we'll do the last 60 days or 90 days, but for purposes of this video, we'll just take a look at the last 30. Once you've selected that, obviously hit OK. And then you can see here, so they run it. There's over 2,000 different ads that are being served at any time. You can also segment by platforms. So for this purpose, we'll just take a look at Google search. So what you can see here, you can see every single one of their ads that they are running. Again, this might not be completely up to date, but what we found after extensive testing of a number of tools is that this is the most accurate information that you'll find on the market. So you can see here straight away, and we go through these one by one. But yeah, you can see here, so they're obviously targeting marketing templates. I'd imagine this is leading to some sort of free resources that they're offering, or for an informational side of things. But you can tell that they're targeting marketing templates as a keyword. You can see here CRM app is another keyword that they're targeting. So what you want to look at is what have they got within their headlines that immediately shouts out to you. Then you can see that they're targeting that as a keyword. Project management app is another keyword that they're targeting there. You can also have a look at their descriptions to see what their USPs are. So strong social proof in here. See why 152,000 companies rely on Monday CRM, 24/7 support, free 14-day trial. Discover what makes Monday CRM ideal app for teams of all sizes. So you can sort of see the messaging that they're getting across. If they're going heavy on social proofing and you're going up against them, what social proofing have you got that can compete with that? So you want to be making notes of all of this. So we actually go through this manually and we'll add this into a tracker that looks like this. So we'll go through their headlines. We'll go through the descriptions. We'll go through the keywords. And then we'll have observations and suggestions. And equipped with all of this information, we're then able to steal some of the keywords that they're targeting. If we've not thought of any particular keywords that we see could be a good opportunity, we've now got hold of them and we can target them. We understand what headlines they're using and what we can do better. And that works the same with descriptions as well. So it's a pretty simple process. It does take time. And I mean, if you were having a look at Monday, for example, and there's over 2,000 ads, I would definitely recommend a scraping tool for this. But yeah, this is just a quick rundown for anybody who's looking for a quick fix and they're looking to start running ads and they want to see what their competition are doing, or they're starting to get outbid by competition. In our onboarding, we understand from our clients who they think their competitors are, and that's sort of like our initial set. But then as you're doing your keyword research, you'll then uncover a lot more. We'll tier these competitors based on priority. So like, is this a top competitor? Do we want to steal their market share? And have they got volume as well? So they might go into tier one. And then you got tier two, who are like the lesser competitors, but you still want visibility because they do have some search volume and they are doing cool things. We do this process every 6 weeks. Every 6 weeks, we're running a comp analysis. Doing it every 30 days is a bit overkill because you're not going to have data. So every 6 weeks, we'll just see what's going on. Is there any changes? This is really, really, really good for B2B companies to understand what lead magnets their competitors are using to get people into their funnel. So you're going to be able to see what templates they're giving away, what checklists they're giving away, what educational blog content they're putting out to get people into their ecosystem at more of the middle of funnel and top of funnel stage. And then what we then do is we'll pass that information back to our client and say, these are some white paper ideas, or these are some blog content ideas. So we're not just grabbing the fruit at the bottom of the tree. We're sort of starting to shake the tree and get the middle of funnel and top of funnel dropping down as well. If you or your team are interested in understanding a little more about this, feel free to drop me a DM. Equally, if you're a founder or you're working within a marketing department at a software company, an AI company, or a tech company, and you just don't have the time to run Google Ads efficiently, I've got my calendar link in the description. So book in a call and I'll see if we can be of assistance.